No, not resonating.
Hi guys.
Hey, did I do it right?
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, I don't know. I can't tell.
hmm You
Uh,
shared it to Evie.
huh?
You shared it to Evie.
Yeah, I think it's posting in there
Yep,
right
it
now.
is. Cool. I'm watching it. So we're gonna get to sharing this and getting a few of you guys on before we get started.
Yeah.
Um, so you have a wonderful individual that we are working with tonight, whose chart is going to be broken down, and it's a little intro, because real natal chart readings are very in depth, and her price list is not even really what she's worth. She's worth so much more. But this was like a sneak peek, like Back to the Future type things. And then we're doing this tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll be touching on more of the shamanic healing type of view of your charts. So if you want to, after seeing today, if you want to venture into that as well, or want more chart readings from her, this will be a good time to really kind of fill it out, see how it works, and this is like the precursor to actually getting a real like a real natal chart reading.
Yeah, it's I've never like I guess I did it live. Well, not really live. I did what's the
Like
word?
transit.
I've did like transits, and I've talked to people like I do if I have, because I did quite a few charts, and I'll do the podcast thingy or the Facebook video thing. So you have to excuse my nerves right now. I feel a little nervous. This is so strange. I'm like, but I do have Jasmine's chart up. So in the meantime, y'all can share. Feel free to
say hi,
say questions, say hi. Help me get rid of these nerves. I actually am living on my own over here. Like I use my own name. I'm like,
yeah, she's normally under the secrecy of my account.
I know. So I'm like kind of nervous, but I'm trying, and as well as I'm trying to figure out how to get it to where we'll be able to
screen
share. So that's what I was working on, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it now because I already went live.
Really? Wait, you can't edit it on the post up there?
And let's see.
Go to settings. Okay, so we just fuck up all the lives. Like we just do not know how to go live, y'all. It's okay. We're not. I mean, even if I do think I'm tech savvy, I'm really not.
Yeah. See, like we're over here. You have to excuse us, definitely. And you know what's so sad? It's actually I might be able to do it this way. So hey, if y'all have any pointers for us trying to figure out what we're doing over here, by all means, help us out, because I wanted y'all to be able to see the chart at the same time. First and foremost, let me just make sure, because I have Jasmine's first. Jasmine is okay with me. Obviously I'm doing hers live, but is she okay with me showing it? So that once she gives me her permission, then I'll definitely post it. But I do have it edited. I do have it edited, so whereas actually you can't even see that it's her name and stuff like that. So so nobody can like screenshot it.
No HIPAA.
Yeah, go screenshot it, run around like, yo, this is my new chart now.
Like, not even working like that.
Yep. So by all means. So anyways, let me see. So I'm posting, I think I'm going to be able to post it. I'm going to post the copy of her chart in the group, Ethereal Essence, so y'all be able to see what I'm looking at, since obviously I was unable to screen share it.
We're just not smart about these.
I know.
Like, and I actually talked her out of it. She was like, I was like, no, take the screen sharing off before we get on camera so that we can introduce ourselves. And here we are without a screen sharing option. It's so silly.
I know, and it kind of sucks. So, Now I got one more in the file. So I broke it down. So literally I had to cut and crop her chart because there's way more information that I was going to read tonight and stuff like that. So, and plus I don't want to uh confuse y'all and everything else. So I think I have them all in there.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tag her in there so she can see her own.
AS.
I was getting there. All right. So, and I don't want that on my newsfeed.
Jasmine said, yeah, she's good with you sharing her chart.
So I'm doing the chart at the moment right now. So does anybody else read charts besides Zane, Spirit Buddhist Witch over here?
Yeah, if you read charts, let us know. Jasmine said, but hey, y'all, with the heart.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think, Jasmine, like, you're kind of the person that's gonna inspire other people to do it, because a lot of people don't really know what comes in a natal chart reading, and for us to give a snippet and to be able to interact with you guys live and to be able to talk with you guys. If you have questions during this live, Jasmine, ask, you know?
Oh, like, yes, definitely.
Like, definitely be interactive, because you paid for an interactive portion of this, and we really appreciate being able to show other people that, you know, this is a little snippet, this is how it works, and, you know, for $25, you do get a pretty good, decent amount of information and ways to, you know, look at things a little bit differently or have some sense of roots and backgrounds with it. So I always recommend the full natal reading, though. Like, whenever you get a chance, definitely do it. But overall, like, people just don't, either they don't talk about natal readings, or they don't know how they work, or people try to read their own and then they get confused. It's just, yeah, I've had a lot of people just be like, yeah, girl, my moon is in Cancer in 7th house, which means, I was like, really?
Which means what? What does it mean?
Like they just go in on some irrelevant stuff, and I'm just like, really? That's what you got from that in 7th house?
7th house, 7th. So was that an exoteric reading?
Of course, it was exoteric, because they don't understand the difference. Okay. So we'll also break that down during this live.
Actually, if you want to start while I'm trying to get this document up here, you can explain.
Yeah. So exoteric charts are basically the kind of, first of all, natal charts are your soul's blueprint, like your life's blueprint. When you were born, you pop out the cooter and the stars are aligned, the planets are where they're at, and how they move throughout your lifetime influences you and have certain, and they influence each other. So why you get, you know, road rage maybe somewhere in there, or why you want to sing, or your talents of dancing, or you might be extremely psychic. Mm-hmm. You know, there's different types of things that you can look for in a natal chart reading. She's been working with my chart for years. So out of nowhere, she was like, the goddess of Venus. And I was like, thank you, oh wise one, you know. But she's been working with me for a very long time, and she's grown phenomenally with being able to intuitively read them and what I need to know. And
yeah, you missed, while you were meditating this morning, you missed my my nice good one I did with tag.
Yeah.
Yes, that one was amazing.
Yes, definitely. And so I'm gonna have to catch up on that, but because I came in it towards the end, and I was like, I want to know. That's why I was like, what are you looking at? I want to look. But so that exoteric is kind of like that shell, that outer shell, how you live your mundane life. It's kind of like if we were at Harry Potter, this would be your muggle life form.
I like that.
But yeah. So an esoteric is the soul based blueprint. Mm-hmm. So it talks about how you incorporate your soul purpose and what sets your heart on fire, and how you set yourself up for taking care of your karmic debt, and how you do introspection with your spiritual aspect. How do you play in the astral realms? What can you heal and work from in this mundane world on your spiritual aspect? So she is all about the esoteric, and Um, I've been
Yes.
doing some shamanic type of readings as I've been expanding myself, and she's a wonderful, wonderful teacher. I keep telling her to do more workshops because you guys have no idea. Like, she's so sick and with just explaining how everything works and like giving you the nutshell of like step by step instructions of wow, like this makes sense. Or I'll be like, look, I still don't understand this out of like 6,082 times you've explained this. Can you please explain this on a soul level? Like, it takes the soul level for me to really understand some
How
things.
you set yourself up. There we go. Did it again. All right. So did y'all? I posted it and
they are commenting, but you're not.
I can't see it, which is fine. I just pulled it up on my phone. Did y'all see the chart? I posted it in the group. Let me know.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tag the group.
Yes. So the chart's in the group. So all right. So I guess you know me, I got to start from the beginning. So she already explained to you what esoteric and exoteric means, or personality, ego, however you want to do it. So then I have Jasmine's chart, in case you can't see it. I actually read this. The whole glyphs thing. It's like shorthand. It's so much easier.
It's kind of like her doing new age mathematics, and you're just like, what the fuck? What happened to regular division? Like, because she knows the glyphs and the symbolism and the history, the mythology. It's very deep, and but that's really any type of esoteric or ancient kind of knowledge is going to have glyphics, it's going to have numerology attached to it. It's going to work with the tree of life and the Kabbalah. It's going to work with tarot. You can do it with so many different divination tools, and you can seek a lot of answers through this. But it takes some decoding and actually training your mind to understand it, because we are completely out of touch with this type of world most times.
It's like sacred language. It passes so you can understand. It makes it so much easier for everybody and stuff. So I was hoping, I am so untechnology savvy here. So I was hoping I could post, like, as I'm going, like in the little comment section, like the different things. Like, so what I want to do for Jasmine right here, and obviously she can hit me up later, she wants more, I'll end up breaking down what's the word I use? The structure of her chart. Like, that is how much information before I can even have to dig into the little glyphs and aspects. Aspects are what people use to understand horoscope, like prediction, all that other stuff. Before I even look at any of that, you can tell just by the actual natal circle itself, a whole plethora of information. So it ended up breaking down your moon, your rising sign, which is going to be your ascendant, and your sun sign. And that'll, yeah.
Those sound so simple.
Tight.
I got your sniffles.
You got my sniffles.
Oh, she felt like she was going to sneeze earlier, and now I just got it. It is a domino effect.
Yes, and I'm a writer. I write everything down. So if at any point you question me, like my numerology or anything like that, I promise you I will send.
She can take this very blank canvas and create all of the exact degrees of where your chart is, and it's freaking amazing because, bitch, what? Like, are you serious?
The
exact degrees?
My wifey Britt's on there. She's actually seen me when I used to, like, years and years ago when I worked like one dispatch at night shift. I sat there with my book in a big circle writing out, like, okay, this is Jupiter. This is Mars.
And then she'll call me.
But it's yes. So your moon. Basically, your moon is your emotions, your subconscious, the inner side, I wouldn't per se your shadow side, but it's an introvert side, the side that people don't see. basically in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of and then you go into what's the word? Maternal stuff and yeah, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your sun is bam, it's your personality, it's your ego, it's what people see, is what shines.
It can also be what you hide behind. Like it's that shell. It's your exterior shell.
mm-hmm. It is your ego, what people see. It's the first thing that resonates. It's a luminary, so it's going to shine. And then your rising sign is your ascendant. So, i.e., the whole purpose of the video, it's an esoteric reading. So, your ascendant is like the beginning of your blueprint map. Like, it is literally the natal chart is the map with all the details, left, right, all the street names. Your ascendant would be like, you are here. Basically, that is what your ascendant is. And if you get a full natal with me, I'll go into like your north node and how they shine on that road and yeah, all that other stuff. So, anyways, but before we even go there, why don't you break down the hemispheres with her?
Okay. So, just kind of looking at like this blank canvas type thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of backwards for what we think of, like how it should go. But to make it plain and simple, so it starts at 1 and it goes all the way around to 12. So if you think about a lifetime cycle, this covers different areas of your life, like whatever is going on through those different areas of your life. 1 through 3 is the physical. It is when your soul enters, like it's the embryo. It's what you are born. What did you bring into this world? So this is like your pre-established shell. So when you're in the astral realm, you're figuring out what you're going to look like, and you're sorting out all of these attributes and things to bring into. These are your innate things that you bring into the world. Houses 1 2 3,
Mm-hmm.
and 4 through 6 is where you claim that individuality. Like you're starting to feel comfortable and like move into your own wave of existence. This is a lot of the time your environment. If we're looking at it from like an exoteric point of view, it's like your environment, health, family, like what you're really immersed into. And then this is where you also, you're not really digging too deep into this pre-established place. You can if you're a little bit more advanced, but like, wouldn't that be correct? Like they would use more of this over here on the opposite, like from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then moving from 7 to 9, that's more of your mental partnerships, how you like this whole side. So 1 through 3 and 10 through 12, this whole side of the chart is going to be you. This is self.
Mm-hmm.
The other side is others, how you interact with the world. So that kind of like breaks it down. So you come into the world with these innate things, then you're developing an environment, the things that is going on around you, how you interact with interpersonal relationships with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then from 7 to 9, you're really just having a representation of your social interaction with the world and kind of mingling, getting a understanding of your place. And then from 10 to 12, that's where you're really defining like your legacy, what you're going to leave behind, doing like your life purpose type work, really falling into what you feel comfortable with in the view of society that you've immersed yourself in. So they're basically stages of life, and they all are compartmentalized in different areas from physical, emotional, mental, and this is like spiritual, conscious type of work at the end. So even like the exoteric kind of covers the spiritual aspect at the end, but it's not nearly as in-depth as covering each individual house as a spiritual aspect. So
Mhm.
so this is like, what's your friends like? Who do you attract? You know, do you have relationship issues? Like
It is.
that type of
What
thing.
did it say?
What?
It's before you walk in the door, the soul door. It is what you see at the house. Like, oh, that's a blue house.
Right.
That is what it is. So basically, like she says, describe it. It is inner, outer. It's basically how it goes. Everything kind of like birth, come in, got manifested, go through college, then now it's going to shine. Basically, how it goes in a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
As well as you did the northern sovereign, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did the southern. Oh, good way to remember it. It's you're looking up, so it's going to be opposite. Because obviously the center of your chart is you. Anyways, enough about that. So where are we going? I wanted to touch that. Because I'll go into the houses when I break hers down real fast. Elements. She has a really cancery chart. I was looking at this. Oh, mind you, I looked at her chart, but then I didn't look at it, but then I looked at it again. So you're actually getting me reading it. So you have to excuse my
Okay, y'all. She has a bad habit of like either talking to herself aloud. That's on some really good days. A lot of the times I'm just trying to transcribe her face and use intuition, and I'm asking my spirit guides to please, give me a sign of what she's thinking about. So hopefully this is a really good exercise to put into her communication skills.
I'm learning.
She is learning.
Okay, so I'm looking. You have to excuse if I don't look up. I really apologize. I want to ask something about what you've seen in our charts. What it was interpreting. Okay, Carmen, that's fine. I think I still actually have your charts. So and my wonderful, was it magician assistant?
I'm the magician's assistant today.
She has access to all my charts too, so we can pull it up. So you can go ahead and shoot your question because I can see your chart. Mm-hmm. I saved everybody's. I got a good 100-something plus going right now. So I look at numbers. Everybody knows I like numerology, do a lot of divination. So charts, numbers, astrology, chakras, tarot, all of it goes in together. I can blend them all together. So I'm looking at her chart, and the first thing I see is, her moon in 0 degrees. And I'm like, So moon is, kind of look at it and feel free to comment and put your information out on incarnations. Some people, I don't know. So feel free to how you feel. But moon is a past incarnation. So, and your ascendant would be a future one where you would go. So, and then your sun is obviously the current one right now. Jasmine can't seem to leave Cancer.
Well, either that or she just finished Gemini.
Moon, ascendant, and sun all in Cancer.
Oh, what retrograde she got?
She's right. Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, North Node. She has
Who did you piss off?
She got all outer planets are in retrograde. So
they trying to give you a lot more time, Jasmine. I made a joke today to Jasmine because she's always very in-depth with questions, and I'm so glad that she's like our first one because she's gonna ask a million so that she can reach understanding. But she was like, okay, universe, these basic ass angel numbers are not helping me. I don't know what the fuck this means and how to apply it. And then one of our mutual friends was like, you get it. Or I said, child, let me tell you something about Jasmine. The universe can send you 86 angel numbers, a possum knocking at your door, a spider trying to give you a sacred message, and you got to get 3 tarot readers, and you got to read your own tarot to understand. And she was like, it's so true. Like, she needs
Jasmine. Jasmine needs to stop being so nurturing and so maternal, and the therapist, the psychologist, what's the word I'm looking for?
Takes the burdens of others' problems a lot.
Yes. Yeah, you definitely need to stop doing the fact that your moon, your sun, well, your moon's in 0 degrees. So but her ascendant is in 28 degrees. That's a mastered position. Basically, like the job of your ascendant of Cancer, which, Cancer is the nurturer, the psychologist. That's the, mommy, I want to talk to you about this. They're that person. I'm sorry. I'm just like, they're watery signs. They're all emotional and loving, and what's the word I'm looking for? They know a lot too. They just know. That's it, mom. Don't make sure you wear your coat today because it's gonna be cold. They're just that person, and they always want to be Captain Save-A-Ho.
Yeah,
basically.
And on a flip too, Cancer is, and we was talking about this earlier, it talks a lot about like childhood, family relationships, and that heaven type rooted, and then when we talk tomorrow about like shamanic things, we'll go into this too, but Cancer holds a very important position in a soul level.
The fourth house, which is ruled by Cancer,
is a very important position, and it's called the ICU, which we'll go into it probably later. But it holds a very important position. But when you apply Cancer to the mundane world, it can be like your focus can be you'll just be too focused on the wrong non-spiritual aspects, because in a spiritual aspect, Cancer is a wonderful thing, but living in a mundane world, not really mastering your lessons here, or whatever the case may be, whatever beef you got with Cancer right now, you're really going to hopefully be working to master it this lifetime.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so my bad. Let me start with this circle first, because I looked at her planets before I looked at her circle. Oh, so she has a Cancer 12th house. So basically, this might get a little. So please stop me, Jasmine, if I go too much, or go stay. By all means,
she can take the hard truth.
I'm just saying.
She's like that.
It's 12th house is your secret box. That's that junk drawer when you throw everything in there. It deals with the dark side. It's a lot of Neptune, a lot of spiritual, mystical, occult stuff. 12th house is also previous. It's a circle, but it comes from, it resonates in. You have a 12th house in Cancer, so it's like as if which is ascendant at 28 degrees. You brought in some type of maternal type issues. I don't know if it's a grandma, mother, female, maternal type, because the moon is there too. The moon, the sun, and her ascendant are all in the 12th house.
She said, "Go all in, boo."
Yeah, moon, sun, and ascendant are all in her 12th house. You brought in your issues to this life. Basically, 0 degrees Cancer. I guess you have to learn from whatever. Oh, Peleus is in Cancer too.
Oh, yeah. That maiden. That yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you're close with the women in your family or the women who resonate in your life heavy, but you're burdening. You got a burden from them. You came in, so maybe you didn't get that mommy daughter bond, or you never felt like you were nurtured the way you were supposed to, or we'll see later on. You don't know how to nurture others in that way, or it could be the opposite. You could be overly
like over exalted in nurturing the wrong, like nurturing too much,
almost to the point of naive.
She said not much what? Oh, not like a relationship with the women.
Yeah, you definitely have some women issues going on there. Because
But that Athena in there makes me believe that like she's trying to shine that knowledge, that wisdom, that understanding, that warrior that's gonna be her trials and tribulations, but it's gonna make her a strong spiritual warrior. Like learning when to not nurture, learning when to fight about something, like where the push and pull is the balance of your outer and your psyche.
If it was in any other position but the 12th house. Because it's in her 12th house, it's a sign of suppression. She is actually suppressing that everything you just said. That woman, that Beyonce, that who run the world, like you're actually suppressing that. Yeah, I see that. So it's actually, that's why it's in the 12th house. It's actually a form of suppression in that aspect of it.
So you think she won't be like she suppresses that Athena in her too?
She suppresses
all of the womanly, motherly aspects, like the fighting for that as well. It's kind of like you're just like, fuck it, I'm not working on this shit no more.
She holds back her own problems too in her own self. She puts herself second to everybody else, as if like everybody else would be like the kid or something. Like, I got to take care of this person. I'll deal with me later. That's what she does a lot of, which is what she brought into this incarnation. A lot of, that's why she has so much women in her chart. Virgo, Gemini, you see. So your midhaven, because I'm skipping around a little bit now because I'm actually reading her chart. Your midhaven is in, which is your 10th house. So 10th house is I just graduated out of college. This is my career. I'm about to shine. This, looking at it, you have, where's your little circle thingy? It is right here. At the top. So you got the big cross in the middle. One, which is your ascendant, what we were talking about. Then you have, because I'm trying to look at it this way, 4th house, 7th house, and your 10th house. So your 10th house, remember she said 10 shines. Everything from this point up shines. So looking at her, your 10th house is going to shine. It's going to be your...
And it also starts the self-mastery, like the spiritual self-mastery of things.
Which makes sense. Self-mastery. It's my career. I mastered this. I'm shining. You know, I paid attention in college. Now I'm a doctor. You know, I want to do it. Your 10th house is in Aries. Aries is a manifestation. It's a physical, like, movement type energy, as well as it is independent. Aries is known for
the firecracker.
Yes,
it's the starter. It's the initiator.
It's the one, and basically your shine. So you're in the esoteric version of it. Your shine, your 10th house. Like, yeah, I finally got my soul. Got to figure out what I'm supposed to do. You gotta channel you. You gotta master you yourself. That is like your whole purpose right now in your soul. Your soul is actually doing the opposite than most. It's going from like a duality almost, or not really a duality, but a helping to a, you gotta kind of be selfish a little bit. Love you, take care of you, nurture you.
And only then will you start to attract and bring balance to those other areas of your life. Just like not even on a chart level, but just in a regular manifestation way. Like when you focus on self-mastery, which I watch you do a lot, Jasmine. Like you're young, but you're starting this exploration of self-mastery very early. So it's a good thing. Like you know what direction you need to go in, which it means that there is a very positive influence shining this light for you to be able to see. And you're just like, I don't understand none of this, but it's not for you to understand right now.
You don't need to understand anything, but you need to understand.
Move it.
Yes.
Just move it. Get initiated, get fired up for your growth, because self-love and nurturing you starts to nurture others where you don't have to directly nurture them because they get to see you nurture yourself. So yes, so because hers,
honestly, her mental side of her chart is really empty almost. Like she doesn't have much going on there. It's not something you really need to deal with. You got a lot of introversion, which is gonna shine out. Like I guess like the universe wants to see you exalt yourself. Mm-hmm. So but I wanted to see something because it is in the ninth house. All right, that's what I thought. 17 degrees. Anyways, so your Saturn. So
So Saturn is like the father, if you want to look at paternally. It's also karma, time. Saturn discusses a lot of us have a lot of nasty business with Saturn. So
Saturn. Not if you don't like Saturn. You look at Saturn walking down, and you're like, damn.
Saturn's fun to me. It's like the hardcore in your ass boss that just makes you like fucking work hard as shit, and you're like tired.
He keeps you on your shit, basically.
Yeah, he keeps you in line.
Her Saturn is in her ninth house. So, real quick on the version. So let me follow. I'm about to break down 1 through 12 real fast.
All right. This is the houses.
So, and I kind of do it in a chronological order. 1 is in utero. Bam, coming out the mama's vagina. That's like your first house. Second house is take the baby home. This is the house, this is the foundation. This is
what you value.
Oh, this is what I value, mommy and daddy. This is that. Third house is I have siblings too. I can talk. I can communicate. That's all 1 through 3. That is stuff that you kind of really can't change. You're a toddler. Look at it as like the toddler time, you know. Then you go through 4. 4 is like, 4 is when probably Freud came in, psychology-wise. 4 is like, oh, so if I do that, that does that. Or, oh, I have an imaginary friend, but finding out that it's from your family. 4 is family. Like root family, kind of. But it is things that you can't change family. It's things that, your ancestors, your, grandma, grandpa. You see a lot of dad in there too, a little bit. That is 4. But these are all the things like, all right, now I learned how to ride a bike. I'm scared to ride to school, but I can do it. So 4 is, it's not shining, but you're understanding. 4
applying training rules.
Yes. Then you roll over to 5. 5 is like, bam. All right, now, okay. This 5, I can be creative. Oh, this is cool. 5 is you're throwing in your own creative aspects, relationships. 5 I look at is like high school, late high school, early college. You're free. You learn how to get drunk. You learn about yourself. Like, oh wow, I'm a really good painter, or I'm good at.
And this also is how you view your children too, right?
Yes, 5 will also resonate with your first child. Which makes sense, that college time frame. No offense, anybody. But
where we're like, oh shit, we did it. God, what are we doing?
But
I was so naive. Whatever.
Oh, got a master number up there.
Hi, master number.
So 5, that is 5. 5 is like, all right, you letting yourself shine. I don't have to wear uniforms no more to school. I got my own little attitude and I can express myself. 6 is like, all right, you graduated college. You want to get your first job now? That is 6. It might not have been the one you wanted. You got to start from the bottom. 6 is also like, shit, my metabolism slowed down. Damn,
your health issues showing there. Mm-hmm. Your shaman showing like 6, right?
Healing, healer showing 6. Because you got a lot of health, you got a lot of thinking about. This
well-being.
Yeah, this 9 to 5 isn't cutting it. I went to school and I thought I wanted more, and that is all like in your 6th house. You get let's see. And then, which I'm proud of me here. Actually, I'm not doing numerology right now.
I know. Thank God.
I know, and I didn't bounce back with the signs too. So that's 6. 6 is also like that. 6 is like where a lot of people are right now. I know I want to do more. That's this can't be it. How can I?
It's like the reality check to drive you to make more of your life too.
Yeah, it's that ding. Now your light bulb is coming up. Then you go into your 7th house. 7th house is
what you repress, what you see in others. Like you're getting a lot of mirroring with others as well.
7th house is also a very spiritual house. This is when you start questioning all those people follow. Well, my mom told me that the Bible said this, or you go to church on here, or I grew up this way, or I don't feel comfortable with this about myself, because that is that side. 7 is a really how do I put what I know and what I think I know into it's an introspective type of position.
It's like pre-planning to how you're gonna execute your ideals too.
7 is what is it? The descending.
Yeah, and it's also home of Libra.
So 7 is a
judgment.
A big cardinal position. It's 7 is essence of Libra, that judgment relationship. How do I, and relationships, I mean loosely, could be relationships, how you interact with others. That discernment, like, they that's not all
What's
right.
Your energy saying? Like, you start digging deeper into the other side.
Yeah, that is 7. But 7 is kind of like, is that, damn, am I like that too? Like, is it like birds of a feather flock together? Like, you start thinking about shit. Look at 7 age frame between like 30s-ish time, like, my kid's about to be out of school, like, all that. You go through a lot of that inner, it's descending, under. Anyways, so then you roll over to your 8th. 8th is 8th is in Scorpio. 8th is going to be like, I hope you realized what you were trying to evaluate in yourself in the 7th house in Libra. Look at Libra as the courthouse. The
scales.
Yes, it's the scales. Did you pass? Did you get it? Did you understand what all that? 8th house is like, all right, now we're about to throw you in. We're going to transmute you. You're going to be evolved. 8th house, of course, Pluto, death is all in there. Rebirth. A lot of your shadow side, dark magic. It's a lot in 8th house. I actually like the 8th house personally. I do too. The 8th house is one of the doorways to the underworld. So it's going to bring you into the deepest of health in yourself, going through that. When people say when you're awakening your Kundalini and or you're going through ascension and it hurts, it's painful. That is the 8th house. That's what you're feeling.
I literally think of the fucking phoenix. When they die, they burn to ashes, then they're reborn from the ashes. It's literally like, oh shit, I gotta die and be reborn from my old self to know that that's not me anymore.
Even worse, Pluto is the only sign or Scorpio is the only sign that actually goes through 8 evolutions. So you talk about, I'm not done. Are you serious?
Scorpio for a minute.
They have a lot they are very, anyways, not going into individual zodiacs. So ninth is in Sag. So 9th house is even a little food for thought here. Between the 8th and 9th house is Galaxy Center or Ophiuchus. So look at, it's in the abyss. If you look at Orion's belt astrologically, that is where Scorpio, Sagittarius, all of that's at. So it is like, it's creating Galaxy Center creation. It's coming out in 9th. 9th is, I got it.
Higher learning. Like that growth on the knowledge scale.
But even more, so if you evolve, say you were stripped, you were completely reborn, 8th house, you got to put that stuff back in there, right?
So that's when, like, you've been stripped of your old ideals. Now you have to learn what's really meant.
Channel that Jupiter in Sagittarius, the divine wisdom. It's a whole nother insight. You've been stripped of all what you thought you knew, how everything was going, and now it's like, oh, you got to put the stuff back in there. That is 9th house, as well as, all right, I got a new outfit, I got a new soul, I got some knowledge. Now I think I'm ready to go walk across the Rainbow Bridge, which goes into Capricorn, which would be your 10th house. So you want to walk through this door of Capricorn, which is one of the gates and stuff. And you're like, so you got your Sagittarius and on his source. And by the way, I'm a Sag.
She has evolved from a horse to a unicorn.
I'm a unicorn now. So, funny thing about Sag is that literally is knowledge is their whole point of their incarnation. So if you have heavy Sag, Jupiter in there, you're a librarian. That is all we do. But so you're at this bridge. He's like, all right, getting off. I think you're ready. I done got all this knowledge, got this wisdom. You're no longer resonating on an ego level. You're about to shed this. That is where, boom, that is the house of Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Mm-hmm. So Saturn is like, wait, hold up. Let me get my list out. Let me get my list out.
Have you been naughty or nice?
Did you master that independence? No, karmic debt.
You still haven't forgave your father out of bitch.
Karmic lesson. Like, so Saturn literally is where you're gonna start seeing the final. Are you sure? We about to go through. This is no longer a mock run. We got this. You need to make sure, and obviously we just say it loosely, but karmic debt is not always bad or anything like that. And karmic lessons are things that you had not learned, so you can't be faulted for it.
It's kind of just like, okay, we're gonna reintroduce this to you. We know it feels familiar, but do it right this time.
Yeah, do it on the esoteric level, a soul level of thinking, not on the way you've been doing it.
Right.
So,
and if you look at how this chart goes, literally, it makes so much sense. You end this mental cycle right here with Sag to go into your spiritual. So literally look at this line right here as this gateway portal through Capricorn.
Part of the crosses, but that's a whole nother lesson. If y'all like these, let us know and then we can do more. Anyways, so we go into 11th house. So 11 is like you went through 10. Okay, so Capricorn, 10th house, soul. That is a whole video on its own. We can't even begin to go into that. I will touch on Capricorn in your chart, but that is the whole, yes. So we walk through the soul door. We are resonating here. 11th house. Wow. Well, what's the point? You're a soul-driven person. You're renewed. You got understanding. You got all this. Well, now what? You just kind of no. 11th house is how do you fulfill that? That is all right. Now you got this. Are you going to heal? Are you going to, be a prophet? Are you going to?
What's your real mark? Are you really fulfilling, or are you just working at Walmart for the rest of your life?
And what is your legacy? Are you going to pass away and be like Gandhi or anything? That is what your 11th house does, but. Soul-led people, it's going to resonate with where you're at. And then the 12th house. 12th house is like, keeled over. You sitting in the astral plane, so like, all right. So we going through the checklist of
this is what
your
I
last
mastered.
life. This is what you mastered. This is what you did. This is where you at. This is where you plan for the next one. Everything else, that is 12, but remember, everything's a circle. So that goes into 1. And
12 is also shifting you back into your next lifetime, too.
Yes, and that is basically how 1 through 12 goes. Now, always remember, this does not mean like it's one lifetime. You ascend as you're going automatically. I've got to the point where I can actually put the charts on top of each other and kind of see that 10th house where it's resonating, like a transit, predictive. But it's always you're mastering things. Like honestly, looking at you, Jasmine, your ascendant 28 degrees Cancer, you're gonna have that. You have to have that mastered before you even hit your midhaven.
So it's kind of like you're going to be born into another sign after you've mastered this.
And we'll go into Tree of Life and Kabbalah on that one. But where did I do with her circle? Yeah, so your Cancer is in 12. I don't think you have any more Cancer aspects before then. Sorry, it's a lot of papers. Like I said, this is the good one. All right. Yeah, you got a lot of mastery. Sixth house, that whole healing. Ooh, Neptune's in your sixth house. Neptune is Sagittarius. Gifts. Random, but that psychic, that fluid gifts things there. That's probably why you're so Cancery. That gift of like maybe touching that, I can feel that person is going through their things. It's a little bit.
Oh hell no!
Not like that type of touching, but
yeah, girl, we want you to tantric sex everybody in this bitch.
No, Neptune is gonna be
it's mysticism.
It's mysticism as well, but it's in the 28th house, 28 degrees Sagittarius, and it's in 28 degrees Sagittarius, the house of. So I'm kind of curious your work, kind of. Probably like what you're trying. When I say work, I mean like currently. It's like, are you doing some type of maybe like social work type stuff? You could, that would be not a bad career field where you can I wouldn't even say activism, more like a social worker or
helping people mend those types of traumas.
Yeah, because you can feel
you
them.
Resonate.
Yes.
She said, "No, I ain't trying to come back, girl. You is on this list. Okay, I'm finna be here for a few more lifetimes, so just call me up when you get back."
I ain't come back. I said, scratch that shit. I'm about to be a mystic.
Look, she's gonna come back literally the last year before the apocalypse.
Wow, you have a lot of mastery. All your 12, 7, 28, all of those 28 degrees. So I don't know, it's Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Cap, Aquarius. You're missing something. What are you missing? Sorry, this is what she's talking about when I start looking at it. It's like, so you imagine I have like a million thoughts on my head right now.
She's gonna do a lot of activism. But, honestly, activism is something you may feel passionate about, but you may want to redirect and channel your energy in
why did I feel activism? I felt, but it's kind of hard to activate. She can activate, I don't even know if that was a word. She can activate after she manifests her. Right. Like, then it would be more sincere. She's not a ego-led person at all. She has no Leo in her charts.
She just deals with a lot of relationship, like that nurturing, not knowing when to give up.
So that Pluto here, Scorpio. Ooh, Pluto, Juno, and Jupiter. All right, love girl. If when it comes to creativity, we're gonna have a little lesson here. Fifth house, Scorpio. You need to be physically manifesting love, things like that. You have Jupiter backing you up, which is your good luck, your understanding, as well as you have Juno. You have two messengers over here.
And Juno is like that badass, like genius messenger. Like she.
You dreamer. Are you a dreamer? Kind of curious how that works.
I think so.
But she has that. You can physically create things to help in.
And when you know what you're channeling and why you're doing it, like after you've done this self mastery, it's gonna make a lot of sense. but you can use this to help your self mastery too.
She's missing Libra too.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Where's her?
You would miss the signs with her like duality type things.
Where's her 7th house?
7th house is in a
Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
She's no Libra.
It's in the essence of Libra, but it's in 28 degrees Capricorn. That's like a master house of Uranus. Like your Uranus is your this doesn't feel good. Why do you got me wearing these size 6 shoes and I wear a size 8? That is like Uranus. As well as Uranus is going to take you out of your comfort. It's going to rock you in ways that you but that's not me. That is what that's going to do. It's going to your thinking, your 7th house, your introspecting, your thinking,
your judgment, your relationships, not even just like intimate relationships, but relationships like people and others in general.
It's something she has mastered. She has people mastered. Like her North Node is in freaking Virgo, 17 degrees Virgo, but I think it's actually it's in Scorpio retrograde.
Really?
Yes. So she needs to.
They gave her some more time.
They
gave her more time to manifest it.
You know what? Look at it this way. North Node in Scorpio retrograde. And her Scorpio is in her 6th house, which is going to be an inner house of health and stuff like that. It's basically saying here that you basically need to heal yourself, kind of. You need to manifest and evolve and change yourself. That is your 6th house. That is like your health. Your well-being kind of depends on you taking care of you, basically. Damn, I ain't never told somebody like, no, you need to take care of you.
A lot of the times we tell people like, oh, you don't focus enough on, mastering connections with people.
No, like, you don't need to master any more connections with people. Go in a bubble. You good.
Like, just let it go, girl. But we have these conversations a lot. She already knows this.
Because you know what? In her 11th house, what she's going to leave is that foundation, because it's in Taurus, that foundation of you'll be able to speak that inner truth and inner journey that you were, that Black Lith, and in Venus, in that love, you'll be able to resonate.
Come from a place of self-love, divine love, helping
others. Like a mother to, well, not really on helping others. It'd be like
speaking her truths so that people is transparent.
That's where her advocacy, like I was a survivor. I handled that. That is where that comes back out in her 11th house there. Let's see. All right, let me stop. Any questions real fast? Because I know I speak really, really fast. And you can imagine if you were here with me.
Oh, this goes for days, y'all. We will be nonstop. 2 days in, we're like, shit, did we even eat? Like, we'll be on a whole kick.
Does anybody have questions? All right, let me take it 2 seconds. Jasmine, you hit me up on some questions. I've seen other questions. I've seen people asking me other things. All right. Let's go back up. Carmen. Go back up because she asked me something else. I want to ask you something about what you see in our charts when you're interpreting. Now, I don't know if Carmen's still on there, so maybe you can write her or I'll just tag her in it. Carmen, are you talking about a composite chart or the individual charts is what I want to know. Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. You're going to inspire folks, Jasmine, from yourself, not from you're going to be.
What you're doing for others.
You're going to be your testimony.
You literally have to put all this energy that you have and heal yourself, manifest for yourself. Like, your magic isn't going to really be for a lot of other people. It's going to be for the advancement of you. And, I mean, you're a part of our culture, so we'll work on that. She said, no, I'm actually keeping up. That's good.
How do you feel so far? And you feel true, bullshit? What? Tell me how you feeling. All right, so Carmen, I'm asking you, because I can't remember if she's on or not. I can't see. Let me know which chart you were talking about. What was the next one? Somebody asked me about. All right, got all that. By the way, I already talked about her. Her triple cancer. Keep going. Other way. Oh, that's so fast. Can't read that fast. I'm really not sure. It's crazy. We just talked about this yesterday. Just found a new guy on YouTube. And he was Um, feel free, tag me in the video on YouTube. Post it in the group. I don't know if y'all know, but I actually read and watch videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not automatically gonna be like, oh no, it's wrong because I don't believe it. Nah, because I may not be learning some things. I'm like, So definitely tag me in that video with houses. I can go way deeper into houses. That's a whole nother conversation.
I think a lot of people were just like resonating with the conversation as a whole. Like, this is something that people have been looking forward to.
So master number 11 here, or all my master numbers, real fast, quick master number lesson. 11s, whatever. Numerology, let me go back to numerology real fast. 11s, 22s, 33s. 33s are very uncommon, unless you are certain people in the Barkai tribe who has all three of them. Anyways, no needs need to be said. So 11s, let me think about master numbers. You see them in your charts. They don't hurt or harm you. You don't. It is like you're playing a video game.
You're playing Mario Kart and you're getting that extra fuel.
Yeah, you can get that extra life or you can keep moving through the game. It doesn't matter. That is what a master number does. It is hopeful that you utilize it to help you, but if you don't use it, it's like whatever, use it, lose it. It's not going to.
It's kind of like a waste of a booster, though. Like,
but if they don't know about it,
then it's really hard to.
And it depends on where it's at in your chart, where it's in your numbers, which number is going to be the master number.
Mm-hmm.
So it's when you have it, you have it. You don't, you don't. 11s are those are your they're good for people with psychism. Is that a word? I keep using that word, psychism.
Psychicism. Psychedelic tendencies.
Yes, they're those are used for intuition, all those gifts. Like they're like a boost into, hey, I'm gonna give you night vision goggles so you can go through the jungle. It's a help for you to see whatever it is that you want to do.
It's like a cool ass tool to have to amplify your already gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, oh shit, I got night goggles and I got like a telescope at the end of my night goggles. Like, that's cool. It's just like when you, like, a lot of people, they don't harness their master numbers because they have no idea that they exist.
Mm-hmm.
But if we started teaching master numbers very early to people, then maybe we
start doing charts in the beginning.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, I've actually did baby charts for people who've just had babies and stuff, and I'll make their whole chart. So by the way, if I ever have another child, I expect somebody to give. I want the whole thing, chakras and all. So what were we talking about? 11. Mm-hmm. So wait, because I'm about to break down real fast. So 11 deals with Neptune, Libra. It is visionary, insightful. Biggest thing there. That's the biggest gift that is going to give you that gift of insight. That's that Neptunian thing here. It if not used, 11 turns to a 2. So not 2s aren't bad, but if it's not used on a amplified version of 2, it's going to just be it's whatever. It's also it can be idealistic. Like a lot of people, visions, all that stuff. That's all going to come from 11. And depending on where it's at, is it your life path number? Is it a cycle number? Those all make difference. Hit me up with your numerology later. And 22s. So there's a lot of 11s. There's a lot of people coming up that insight because they need just a little bit more because it's going towards their job, whatever they're supposed to be doing later on. Mm-hmm. So I've seen a lot of 11s and just different spots. Now 22 is a master number representing the divine being. 22 is a expansion of 11. So you use your intuition, use your vision, did all that. Now you're going into 22. 22 is like, all right, now she can hang with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? You can get
Now you can get that amplified.
Yeah, you
version.
don't need that little Glock. You can take that 203, that big old gun, machine gun, whatever. That is a 22. 22 is a gram builder. They're going to be on a bigger upscale humanitarian worldly type, path, and as well as depending on where it's coming, how it does. And then the 33. I think I heard Gandhi. There's like a few people. 33s. 33 is like, all right, so when you're done, so at your funeral, we might as well be like, here's your halo because you about to.
Like, you were practically Jesus on earth. Like, that's like some extra, like, sent from the gods, master ascension type.
You're definitely 33s. You're definitely going to resonate. You're
Carmen
going to.
She's a 22.
Yeah, Carmen. Oh, she's back on.
Yeah, she said.
All right, she's talking about the composite chart. Okay. All right, I'll look at Carmen's in just a second. So that was those master numbers. So if you know your master number, see where the spot is. I mean, you can Google and find a brief intro, but if you want to, you can always ask me. I'm free to ask questions, just whatever. I like the conversation, so just hit me up. Like, really, Danny, what the heck is this? So y'all need to start, especially now, because I'm feeling a lot of this people hitting up their 10 houses soon. All this generation. Look at it this way. If you are 30, I want to say 30 and below, you should be coming up on a Saturn return soon. So your Saturn return, you can feel up to 3 years before. And 2020, I think that's what it is. Yeah, this Saturn was coming back for all y'all 90s babies, pretty much. Where y'all want to put an uproar in the world here. That's that Saturn coming back. Saturn's. So you're gonna feel.
Saturn's like, we got work to do, bitches.
Yeah, you're gonna feel that. I need to handle this. I need to learn this. I need to do this. Something ain't right. You definitely, because I think Saturn comes back in Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. Which we'll have another video if you like on those. So let me see where I'm at on her chart. You have, so not going into details because I haven't did. You have a grand cross in her. She has a grand cross in her chart. Couple yods. You have we call them finger of gods, yods. They're pointing at something in your chart. They're major aspects.
Things that you need to be aware of.
Yes, things that you need to work on. So another reading there. Yods, aspects, because that's when I start getting into a whole lot of other.
Where'd you come from?
And like,
what was your first birth on Earth?
And then I might need a couple of drinks because some people all the abuse and
then she's like, you were a part of the first dynasty in China?
Yes. Okay, so yes, I can go do the past life back to the procession, like where you come from. So you have a lot of quincunxes here. Those are fours, kind of.
Like foundational.
Yeah, foundational things you need to work on to help with that. Those are going to help you to get into that soul level life that you're trying to lead. I don't have your numerology, so I was not given that, as well as I don't have all the other stuff. But because I really want to see what her numerology looks like. What's this, V?
Ninth harmonic. Lif Noville. Palace.
So let's see.
That makes me wonder about that 12th house, unlocking that 12th house.
So it makes you wonder what that means for her.
Like what source it's from.
You got the dark, the inner, or is the same. The world will never know. That's a progression question. Yes. So, but I will say, you have a an ascension.
Yeah, you have a in lifetime ascension
that you actually should master this lifetime. It's actually what you need to kind of get. Probably has some Saturn. I know she has some Saturn.
That ninth harmonic is important.
She said, I want to know that. I really need to see what those numbers look like. But that's probably going to handle that Saturn. I can actually look. Let us see.
Let us see.
Bam, bam, bam. No, that's moon. Uranus, Capricorn. Oh, that 29. Wow, 29 degrees Capricorn. I will tell you that means that is, there's no progression on that. There's no predictive. There's nothing that ends. That's not bad. It's not good. That is a ending thing. So Uranus is this purpose in Capricorn for you. So that shift, that uncomfortable feeling, and
you're gonna find a lot of peace coming into that self-development, and it's not gonna feel out of place.
Yeah, and when it's done, it's done. You don't have to worry about that. That's done there. She got a lot of third decadent stuff. So you got a lot of mastery going on here. She has zeros. You do have some new things that you have to work on.
She said she wants to learn about the past life stuff.
Don't we all? That past life, if you ever want to do past life with me, hit me up at like 3 o'clock morning.
That's when shit get real. She's like, you stabbed your mother in your third life.
No, hold on. I said to you that you mistreated all the female goddesses, and now you have some karmic debt. That's what I said.
Anyway, she stayed in my ass. She's like, why were you such a tyrant? Why do you hate men?
Oh my gosh. So third house, good
communication
there. She has a kind of Scorpio. Let's see. Leo, good thing is you're not egotistical. You don't have to shed that personality. So
you might feel a little awkward in the world of personality, like during certain times, but it's not gonna be terribly uncomfortable for you because this is mastery. So, and now if you were like still shedding a little bit of that ego, whatever. But whenever you don't have a lot of ego, you don't really fit in with a lot of people who do have a lot of ego, which is a lot of this world. So you'll be, those type of people are normally trying to find their soul groups and stuff.
You got your chart wants to go into Aquarius here, okay? It's sitting here like, all right, now we ready. You need to walk through that Capricorn door. That's why they gave you this nice little retrograde that you can go through, and we're gonna slow it back down again, and probably add a transit on that would be able to really see where it's at. But sure thing. So to make a lot of things easier, Jasmine, if you send me the rest of your information, like I think I got everything that long. Oh, I can. All right.
You got everything.
Yes. So that is that kind of in a nutshell. That is a basic.
It literally, y'all.
That was literally a basic chart reading.
Wait, look at synchronicity. 1 hour and 11 minutes. It took her to break down.
Jasmine, that was that oneness.
That area initiative. But you know, like this is just a nutshell. This doesn't even touch half the.
Like, so what I read literally is the circle and where the planets looked at. That is it. I didn't even touch. So like you see, I have all these pages. Yours was like 11 pages. I ended up printing, but all this stuff is big nitty gritty details. And then I play with asteroids and fixed stars and a whole bunch of other stuff. She'll be like,
what constellation contributes to your this?
All right. Now, so when you realize what you was channeling 26 degrees Taurus, and that Medusa, that
okay,
triple goddess. You weren't complaining then when we figured out that it was. Anyways,
I'm not saying I'm complaining.
Yes.
I'm saying that it's worth getting into, like really buying the full chart is worth it, y'all, because this is just the surface.
Yes, I do the orbs. I can look at the numbers and do the orbs and go into other details and stuff. So definitely hit me up. And tomorrow, I know Zane is going to kind of flip what a natal reading, but in a shaman reading.
So not really focusing so much on the origins of the problems. We're gonna look at what problems
that's
you
why you
have.
don't fit in. You don't get along on that ego level.
Yeah, you don't understand how people live on a mundane world. So it's kind of like you're so ready to ascend. It's like, fuck, I gotta be here. Like you're kind of impatient with yourself, and like you just need to nurture yourself some more. They can't see me, baby.
Sorry, I was looking at trying to see which race, what race she came in on.
But what race?
Race.
Oh, race. Okay. Race is a whole nother concept. It's dope as fuck though. But tomorrow I'll be discussing like not really the root of your issue, like none of that. But we're gonna talk about this is your issue. How can we fix it? How can we heal this part of you to move forward? I'm all about the inner workings of now to create a better reality and future for you, so that you're working and moving through your lessons, your debt, all of that, your hurt, your pain. We're moving through it proactively, so that it's kind of like active divination therapy almost.
She's healing what we've already what's been established. Now we're going to work on healing it.
So like with Jasmine's, I'd be like, okay, you need more self mastery. So I'm gonna work with you.
I think you said about to say something else. So
I would be like, okay, this is what I'm looking at, and then I have a completely different meaning of the houses too on an esoteric level. So
oh yeah, Grant Scar. I'm listening. I'm putting up her composite real fast.
Okay. So I would look at, your chart just in a different light, and then I would take what I'm seeing on a soul level, and I would flip it around and teach you how to master that soul level while still accomplishing what you need to on earth.
I'm so excited to see this because I'm like, I'm broken. Can you fix me now? Shit. I'm over here. I couldn't wait for her to start channeling the fixing side of things. Woo.
And look, it's been taking a minute. Like I had to realize that I was an energy worker and
we had to start from the beginning. In the beginning
of time.
Then made Zen. Then made
the Buddhist switch evolved.
You have to understand. So like this is probably like my oh my gosh, she's my dumping ground. She's my 12th house. I have to dump. I gotta tell you all this stuff. So she gets a lot of knowledge, and she knows a lot. But we radiate with each other. So like I go, she goes, whatever, how it works. So I trust her to read, and I've never trusted. I don't really know any chart readers. So, but I trust what she knows, and she's humble. And that's one thing about when y'all start harnessing these gifts and start utilizing it, remaining humble. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I be looking up words. How do you pronounce this thing? Like
that Ashnishnu of asteroid belt, Orion percent.
I get I have to ask. The reason why I know numerology is because she was like, you ever just did numerology? What the fuck is numerology? Woo! How many years ago was that?
It was a minute ago. And now, it's crazy because we've been in interesting transitions in our lives where we're starting to apply our gifts differently and start. I know.
It's a Gemini.
Look, but she's my twin. Like when I'm advancing, she's advancing. So it's like just we're tackling different ends of the spectrum. So it's not a negative thing. We're just both in transitioning areas of our lives of mastery, of learning our paths, of coming to terms with how we need to develop and heal the past things and recreate these new ideas. And it's really
everybody needs that. Everybody needs like a guide or a
back and forth
duality, because it goes from the 2 to the 3. So all right. Oh wait. Let me make sure. So Carmen, damn, how long ago did I tell you that? See, that's what I tell you. When I tell you once I deal with you, you have free access to Danny's Pick My Brain, because she over there. You remember that? Okay, let me get on right now. So
Yeah. So, when you purchase from Danny, like the natal charts and stuff, if you have questions or you're like, where the fuck am I at this chart? I know you did it 2 years ago, but can you like, help me with the transit or something to understand where I'm at? She allows a lot of free access to her at a later point in time because life is always moving.
Time.
Life is always moving, and
you're smart. You catch me on a board day. What?
Man, she'll be like, I just found out you were the Prince of Egypt.
Like,
and this is why you have problems with slavery and the ideal mindsets of the people. Like,
no, yes, I'm definitely.
She's like, oh shit.
I am the one who's like, billing goes to another department. I don't care about that. Like, I love to do, and once I have your information.
She calls me up.
Find that imaginary hippopotami when I have your information.
She calls me and she's like, "Can you just send a PayPal invoice for me? I don't feel like doing this." Are you serious?
I don't know. But she knows I'm a Sag. We're not. I do it because I love it. That's how you know you're getting what it's. If it's something detrimental, I'm gonna do it regardless. And the thing is, once I have the information, I have to then control myself from looking. I'm like, wait, they said hold on until next week, so I'm not looking. Oh my God, do you see this?
And then she's like, why can't I just give this to them? I was like, baby.
Yeah. Now don't ask me to type things. I suck on typing. It's gonna take forever. I'd rather you just call or do whatever you gotta do.
Or get a voice recorder while she's talking or have her do a video, whatever.
All right, so y'all had a grand square. Yod. Okay, y'all need y'all to figure out what the God's pointing at. Y'all got a lot of yods. Cradle, seesaw. A
lot of back and forth.
All mutable lower, bottom hemisphere. So intro others, okay, maybe kids or something. Yod 5 times quincux. Oh, y'all got some lessons y'all need to learn together. So composites, I do composites. I will do a synastry if you beg and plead, pull my hair, and maybe
promise
to never ask me to do love again. Synastry is like dating. I said, do you think me and him
are going to be together for a long time?
Composites are the two the energies, what they build. You can't change that. That is, once they're connected, boom. I can do multi-purpose. I think what's the biggest is probably like a 4-person composite.
Oh, yeah. We've done a few 4 people.
Oh, that's so... Carmen and Darius is so gay. Look at that. Penis is in 10 of that aspect.
Divine love.
Oh, they're so lovey.
Y'all just got some shit y'all need to work on.
Yeah. Let's see. Wait, let me ask them. Do y'all want me to? Am I reading the square or am I looking at this composite really fast? So if you're looking at the composite, then just call me after this. If you just want to know about the square, I'll tell you in a second.
Somebody said this is fascinating. Thank you.
Let's see. Minor aspects. Oh, okay. So y'all to shift and y'all change each other to uncomfortable. So I don't know if it was a meeting or somehow or another the two y'all together make y'all actually change or evolve each other. It was uncomfortable.
It's not y'all push each other out the comfort zone for evolution. That hurt.
A lot of those outer planets too. Let's see what else you got going. Oh God. So well, I can say that it's not about the physical. Y'all are like definitely oh wait, it was in the beginning. But deep down inside. But no, it is it's a lot of transformation. Y'all two came into each other. That's that square. That grand cross square. It's a grand square. I guess it's a y'all are gonna evolve out of 2 separate. Hold up. Sun, Gemini, Pisces, Moon, Mercury, Taurus, Venus, Cancer. Call me after this real fast. Saturn and Scorpio.
Yeah, she gonna dig deeper
Yeah.
into this after.
So we'll call me afterwards, but it's y'all change each other in a deeper level than what y'all are even thinking that y'all do, and it's going to be a relationship.
Take her word for it after.
Yeah. Oh yes, call me after. So anyways,
she about to be on this for another 20 minutes, y'all. It's okay. I love you.
But I know. I was looking. Oh, thank you. I enjoy it being fascinating. So if y'all could do me a favor, I have no problem doing these. I love doing them. They're fun. As well as informational. Like it doesn't have to be, I don't have to be reading somebody's chart. We can talk about powwow and other things. So comment in the video, in the groups, in the messenger, whatever, Snapchat, whatever you use. And let know if you want to have a powwow on a random conversation.
If you want us to talk about shuriats or extraterrestrial, whatever. Like we just talk about everything.
And you want to talk about numerology because a lot of y'all got all these numbers. We master numbers. Let's figure out what we're gonna do with them. We can have these conversations. We can do them this way, or I can get started and start posting the information for you. So by all means, I only know if people ask. Yeah. So if not, I just tell her everything, and then it's just me and you running around the world with all this. So as well as even if you can't catch us together, because she divorces me after these videos. So anyways,
no, I do not.
This is the ego showing. So you can hit us up separately, and I promise you, if I don't know, I'm going to call. What this is something about love and energy. I don't know.
Bitch, pull a reading. What is the spirit saying?
Yes, and don't be. And even if you can't catch one of us, don't be surprised. We can bounce back and forth. I can pull cards too. Speaking of which, I have a brand new deck. Maybe that'll be our next reading one day. I want to play with I want to show them because I've been hoarding on this deck. So.
I know. She's been keeping it from the public.
Yes, brand new deck. So
that deck is bomb.
Oh my gosh, it is. Woo.
It tickles her fancy.
Yes, this is all me. So by all means, hit us up. Check us out tomorrow. Make sure y'all PayPal or Snapcash or whatever. Get things done. Because once we have them, this is actually the best way to do them because it's cheaper. We got the information.
Yeah.
Get them, have them, read.
I mean, this is definitely like a more discounted price. And to be working with your pain, what you're dealing with, just more knowledgeable on your path, your purpose, things like that. These are just
to be able to get a video and not a 36-page
like you ain't gotta read through this book.
Yes, it is awesome. So take advantage of it. Pass the word. I know you only want to sending and feeling that friction. Pass it on.
I have a whole group for awakening.
Let us know what you think. If you like us, if you fuck with us. All right.
I think we're cute. I think we love each other.
So with that being said, like we always say, we're up for a little bit. Hit us up. I have one more day off of work, so utilize it if you need it. Rack my brain. But I don't sleep at night. Insomnia. So feel free, hit us up. All right.
I love you. The divine loves you, and let's all create greatness. Love y'all.
Night night. I can't work computers
when the video don't end.
It's not time. I tell you. It was at 22:35. I had to wait.
Even more. We gotta wait some more. Why is that? Okay, there.